everyone, Ashley here. It's time for another week of my wax empties and melting basket. And I know I've been regularly uploading these on Sundays, but I was busy yesterday and could only get to it today. So please forgive me. It is the busy time of year after all. So while I separate these here, I think I'm going to go over the empties first. And then the melting basket items. I have a good bit in here this week. I've been trying to melt a different variety than what I've been melting the last few weeks. I am a creature of habit sometimes, in that I like to melt something until it's gone. I'm kind of that same way with pens. Like if I use a pen, I want to use that pen until it dies. That's just how I am. I've always been that way. Even when I was, growing up in school, always was like that. Okay. I should have did this before I started filming, but it is what it is. So, okay. You know what? I'm smart enough to see what's empty and what's not, so I'll just dump those out. Okay. I said I was going to do my empties first. Okay. Ready? Here we go. First one. Jim's Daughter's Crafts zucchini bread. Now, Jim's Daughter Crafts is Michelle from Virginia, and she is Jim's daughter. This is her company. She has a website. I think it's jimsdaughtercrafts.com, and she has an Etsy page, but I don't know how much she puts on Etsy. I haven't bought anything from her for several months. I've just taken a break from some vendors, and I've been buying other types of scents from different vendors, and I had a lot of Michelle's wax, and I kind of took a break from it, but I'm nearing the end of my supply of hers. But this was a baby loaf, like a little mini loaf that she made me back in April, because this is April 2nd, 2021. And zucchini bread, if anybody doesn't know, the description is a sweet bread with cinnamon, sugar, nutmeg blended with garden fresh zucchini. And this is just a glorious combination of that warm, comforting those warm spices. I mean, zucchini doesn't have a smell, so it's just there as the, the moisture component for the bread. And when I first ordered from Jim's Daughter's Crafts back in this winter, zucchini bread was the first. I think I got a sample. She gives samples in her orders, and I got a sample of zucchini bread, and I fell in love with it. It lasted for over a day, and I thought, man, I've got to get some more from this vendor, and that started my love for this wax. So I'm going to put some links in the description of the video below for the vendors that I'm talking about today. I know it's been requested of me from somebody that I put those, and I try to do it in some of my videos, but I have been not putting them in my empties and weekly melting basket ones just because I didn't think to do that, and I'm sorry. I will put some of these vendors, or all of these vendors, links down in the description of the video. So when this uploads, if it's not quite there, I want to add it on my computer just because it's easier to type sometimes than on a little screen on a phone. I think everybody can relate to that. So thanks for your patience about that. Okay, next one is Sugar Melts by Stacy Strawberry Pound Cake. Now this is the Sugar Melts by Stacy exclusive blend, and honestly, this was a souffle, so it was a pretty decent size, which I like the souffle size. It gives you enough to get a taste of it, but then you can get multiple tastes. It's not like a little sample where it's just one and done. Now, honestly, Strawberry Pound Cake started from Bath & Body Works, and I was never a fan of it because it wasn't strong enough for me. And I'm sure that Stacy has her own formula for making the Sugar Melts by Stacy exclusive, but I honestly, myself, I did not smell any difference between this, her blend, and the Bath & Body Works dupe oil that's out there. And I've seen other people comment that they like this better than the Bath & Body Works one, but my nose doesn't pick up on a difference. If it's different, it's very, very subtle. And I don't know if I would buy this again, just because Strawberry Pound Cake isn't my favorite, and I feel that there are many more There are better strawberry blends out there that can encapsulate the bakery and fruit component, but isn't strawberry pound cake. But that's my opinion, and these are my honest opinions, and I hope it helps somebody out there. Okay, next we have, oh, this one was great. This is Sassy Girl Aroma, Hello Lover. And Sassy Girl Aroma is in one of my top vendors because of consistency, performance, throw in my home, and just the great creativity with the blends. This one is sweet sugarcane, lemon rind, followed by hints of shortbread. Now, this, I need to smell the bag because I love this scent. This is a strong puppy. Very, very strong. It's lemon with it's sweet, like sweet sugared lemons with a touch of shortbread in the background. And this lasts all day, and the throw is phenomenal, and I love this. And it's strong. If you really like a strong one, give Hello Lover a try. I know that Julie has other blends that has Hello Lover in it. I think Fantasyland has Hello Lover in it, and there's another one, I can't remember the name of it right now, but her lemon oil is fabulous. I love it. It's one of the best lemon oils I've encountered in all of my my whole year of melting vendor wax. Julie's from Sassy Girl is the best in my opinion. Okay, next we have Destination Wax Blueberry Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. And this one is Blueberry Basket and Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. And Blueberry Basket is Rebecca, the owner. Her house blend of blueberry, I think. I think that's what the Blueberry Basket is. But this one, guys, really was just a blueberry. I didn't get punch in your face strong pumpkin pecan waffles. It has that maple syrup and sugar and pecans. I don't get pumpkin out of pumpkin pecan waffles. I think it's just there for novelty's sake. I don't smell pumpkin in it. This was just a blueberry, a nice blueberry with a little bit of maple syrup in it, in my opinion. I liked this. I really do. That was a good one. Okay, next is, this is Gigi Scented Adventures. And Gigi is Gisette Mason, and she is from Orlando, Florida, or Orlando area. She has been selling her wax for almost a year. She started kind of, I think, back in January, February, somewhere around there. And I've been with her from the beginning. I've been buying her wax from the start. And the reason why I talk about her in a lot of my weekly videos is because she is a small vendor. She is new to the industry, but her wax is incredible. Her scent load is a little bit stronger and a little bit more, the fragrance is packed more into the wax than some other vendors use. She developed this because of her home has high vaulted ceilings, and she needed to find a way to scent her home without buying 8 or 9 candles of the same scent to try to scent her home. So I love Gigi's wax. These are a little 2-pack of shapes, and I have, this is what a shape looks like. They come in a pack of 2. These are in her ready to ship, and she is actually going to be going to be developing her website, so she's not going to be doing mini loaf for January. The last that she might have changed things. I haven't really been in her group because I don't get to see everything that she posts. But the last time I spoke to her, January, she was not going to be doing her mini loaves. Gigi does an order for mini loaves once a month. At the end of the month or the first couple of days of the new month, she has her mini loaves her order form up, and then she pours those to order and ships them out to you. But these little packs are ready all the time for the most part. But anyways, this one is Boom Boom, or Bum Bum, however you want to say it. This is the Brazilian Boom Boom cream that is fabulous. And I know there's heliotrope and pistachio and I think caramel and a couple of other things in this. But I love the smell of this. I've actually used this cream. I love the smell of it. And I've struggled with other vendors in the past about having this be strong enough. But this little guy right here it's a beautiful fragrance. It's not too perfumey, but it's not bakery, it's not fruit. It's just a pretty, beautiful fragrance. And I would definitely buy this in the mini loaf. I love this. I love the fragrance load. You almost have to have a little bit more for this because it can be milder. It's a creamy, mild scent, in my opinion, to my nose. But this I loved. I would definitely repurchase that. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to do these ones last because they're from the L3 Advent Calendar, but I'll do those ones last. Okay, this is a little sample actually from Gigi's Scented Adventures. She also does scented salts or melting salts, whatever you want to call them, where she infuses the oil. You can see some of the little remaining salt crystals in here. She infuses the oil of her choice, and this one was Amish Harvest. I don't know if this is coming up backwards to you guys, but I'm reading it to you anyway, so hopefully that's okay. She infuses the oil in these salts, and I love these. I love it. I want to buy more. I'm just waiting for, this year to end and start fresh new year. These last wonderful. You don't have to worry about cotton balling. That's the method I use to get the wax out of the dish when I want to change, is the cotton ball method. You can just dump these in the garbage can. That's what I do. And these are, I love this. And this was a nice fall harvest scent. It was pumpkin spice, and I don't know the true scent notes of Amish Harvest, but it was a nice fall scent. That famous fall gloriousness that so many of us enjoy. Okay, let's see some more empties here. I have a couple of more empties. Let's talk about soap. Okay, Winter Candy Apple. Now, I love this bottle. I love this pink. This is actually the color that's in my master bathroom, which is where I use this. And this is Red Apple, Winter Rose Petals, and Candied Orange. And this has been out forever. I think this scent has been out for 20 years. I think Bath & Body Works did a 20-year anniversary thing for this. I don't know. This has been out forever. And some years I like it, some years I don't. I grabbed this because I was feeling matchy-matchy in my bathroom, so I use this, and it's nice. It's great. It's not offensive. And I mean, if you know anything about Bath & Body Works, you probably have smelled this in your life, but that's a good one. And the next one is 'Tis the Season. Now, this bottle is several seasons old. I think it's about 3 years old because it's back when $6.50 was the price. And you know that it has scents. This is $8.50. I got this last year, but I think they're $7.50 now. But I love this bottle. This I actually found under my kitchen sink. It was in the back, and I grabbed it and used it, but I'm debating on whether I keep this bottle and refill it with something, because I love the ornaments, and I love the simple red. I have red in my kitchen as an accent, and I love red lipstick. Red is my color, and I have this on because it's Christmas time, but this just screams holidays to me. And I would even use this into the winter because, I mean, it's an ornament. It's not like it's Santa Claus or reindeer or something that's synonymous with Christmas Day, Christmas time. But this is 'Tis the Season, and the scent notes are red apple, fresh cinnamon, and cloves. And like Winter Candy Apple, this guy's been around for decades. Seems like decades, but years too. And I love this. I have this in wallflowers and in soap, and I don't know what else form it. Oh, candles. I have candles too in this, and I will never be without this. I love this. And if you are one of the few that probably haven't tried this, give it a try. It's a great warm holiday scent. It's great. I love it. Okay, a couple more empties here. This one, Escape to Neverland. This is Rose Girls. This one is orange sherbet, pineapple, raspberry sauce, and vanilla ice cream. I talked about this a couple of, maybe last video or the video before. This was a nice fruity scent. I don't think I would repurchase this just because it didn't have a lot of complexity to it. Some of these scents, like the raspberry sauce was dominant. I didn't smell pineapple. I didn't smell orange sherbet. It's just raspberry blended with other sweet to me. And I mean, this was a nice scent, but I didn't love it enough to repurchase it. That's my opinion on that guy. We have a little scent shot from Destination Wax, and this is Bear Claws. And this one is cinnamon pastry filled with dates, raisins, and nuts. And this was a nice, warm, comforting bakery scent. I liked this. I would buy this again. I'm not sure if this is one of the oils that Rebecca has discontinued or is no longer available. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But this one was very nice. It had great throw. It lasted a long time. And it was just something that makes you feel like you're taking something out of the oven, which I've done a lot of this past week. I baked for 7 days straight. I baked stuff to send to my dad in Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from. I'm from Pennsylvania, southwestern Pennsylvania, and my dad still lives there, and he lives alone. He lost his companion last summer. So I make it a point to send all sorts of goodies and treats to him at the holiday time. I try to be a good daughter. Okay, this next one is French Baguette. And the notes here are freshly baked and buttered French baguette. Now, I think this is I'm pretty sure this is the Bath & Body Works dupe oil, or it's very, very, very close, because this is buttered bread. Not buttered like Wonder Bread, but fresh baked, yummy French bread with that salted butter. This is incredible. I love this. I want to buy a loaf of this, but I'm waiting till I can melt some of my stash down before I buy some more loaves. This is great. And I know some people don't like the smell of buttered bread, hot buttered bread, but I love it. And more for me, I say. But I would definitely try that if you're looking for something different that isn't cakes and cookies. Give buttered bread a try. In my opinion, you'd be surprised. Okay, now this next one I have mixed feelings on. This is Sassy Girl Aroma, My Wish for Christmas. Now, I know that this is a popular scent of Julie's, and the description is freshly baked sugar cookies surrounded by pine and pine cones scented in a fireplace. Now, I really struggled with this one, but this was one of her, this was one of her mini pies or muffins, whatever you want to call it. And when I melted it, it did not hit me the right way. And I couldn't put my finger on exactly what I was smelling or wasn't smelling, but I don't get sugar cookie, I don't get pine, I don't get pine cone. So I submitted a post on Sassy Girl Aroma, Julie's website, her Facebook page, excuse me. And she private messaged me and wanted to know what I was smelling and, explained. And I told her, I love your wax, Julie. You're probably my favorite vendor. You have beautiful blends, but this one I'm not smelling anything that's on the label. And so she actually told me that some of the description of this is missing. It's a unique blend. And I would say this is a very unique blend. I've never smelled anything like this before. But I really liked that she took the time, and she's a busy woman. I liked that she took the time to reach out to me and see, well, why wasn't I satisfied? What was happening? And I would maybe buy this again just to see if I get the same experience. But this one, I wish I loved this like I love 99% of her other wax that I got. And this one, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't remember the description of what else is in this guy, but I might give it another try next season to see if I get the same experience. But for right now, this one was in my nay pal. And I know that it's one of her best sellers around this time of year. And if you love it and you get great success from it, I'm happy for you. That's what wax is supposed to do, is bring us happiness. So I might give this another chance, because I'm a believer of, try something at least twice to see if you get the same experience the first time. I'm that way with restaurants and, gas stations, if that's a bad example, but, just something where you're getting a service. And I feel, I will probably give this another chance, but not right away, if that makes sense. Okay, I think I have all those empties. Okay, let's get started on the, this is going to be just a touch longer video, guys, because I do have a lot here. But I love watching wax videos, so maybe it's relaxing for you guys too. Okay, I'm trying to do this in chronological order. Okay, this is the 12th, and a cute little llama on here. Okay, this one was Don't Cross Streams and Rice Krispie Peeps cake batter. Now there were two little shapes in here, and I obviously just melted one. This one was Don't Cross Streams, which I really like. And I mean, sorry, I failed to say this is L3 Waxy Wonders, her Christmas Advent calendar. I'm going to be doing a video on just the whole entire Advent calendar, you know, once Christmas is over and the calendar ends. If you're interested in seeing all of the other scents that were in the calendar, you know, watch for my video. Subscribe to my channel so you can see when I upload stuff. I don't really have a set schedule. I just kind of film when I feel like it and when I have stuff to film. But if you don't want to watch that video, you can also go on my other weekly melting baskets and empties, and I talk about all the week of these too, starting with December 1st. So anyways, this is Don't Cross Streams, which is a great vanilla scent in my opinion, and I don't really smell the Rice Krispie Treats, Rice Krispie Peeps cake batter. I don't smell that, but this was not bad. It wasn't very strong in my opinion. But I didn't melt both of them. I wanted to see if this got stronger with more cure time. Okay. Next date. That was the 12th. 13th. Where are you? That's the 15th. Oh, come on. Oh, right in front of my face. Okay. This one, the 13th, with the cute little bear. In the little bear print, and it's even on the back too. These were very very detailed. I really liked it. Okay, this next one is Salty Sea Air, Ozone, and Fraser Fir. Now this was very interesting. I loved this. It was a nice fresh scent. I've had ozone by itself, and it's a nice fresh clean scent. And the Salty Sea Air you can't go wrong with, and Fraser Fir is just in the background, just a titch of pine, not pine dominant. This was a nice scent. I like this one. Okay, the 14th is right here. We have that little saying on the front there with some ornaments around the back too. And this one is Cookie Therapy, Brown Sugar Pound Cake, and Pink Frosted Cake. And this one was very good. I melted this one in my office, and I smelled it during the day when I was working. And this one is Cookie Therapy and Brown Sugar with a touch of Pink Frosted Cake in the background. Cookie Therapy is a house blend from L3, and I really liked this one. It was a nice, warm bakery scent, but not one I had smelled before. You know, sometimes you can only smell so many strawberries, so many coconuts, so many cake stuff, and they kind of start to overlap sometimes, in my opinion. So I liked that this one was different and fresh. I'm always up for that. Okay, this next one is sending you a flurry of warm Christmas wishes, and these all came with a tie around them, but I've had to throw them away because Poppy, my cat, loves stuff like that. So if you have a cat, you understand. Okay, this one was sugared plums, blackberry jam butter cookies, and blueberry muffin. This one, honestly, this smelled artificial to me, like artificial plum. I did not get the blackberry jam butter cookies, and I did not get blueberry muffin, sorry. This was generic sugared plums, and sometimes I don't like the candy sweet, sickly sweet stuff, and I felt like this was almost borderline too sweet for me. But I know there's people out there that like that type of stuff, and great. That just is not, I'm not a super huge fan of that one. Next we have the 16th with some bulbs on here. Oh, this one was incredible. This is the Burrow sugar cookie Royale, and zucchini bread. Now, I love zucchini bread. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I just can't stop raving about it. The burro, I think, has cinnamon roll in it and something else. And then the sugar cookie Royale just creams everything together and rounds out the scent. And this is, I loved this. I melted this in my office as well during the day, and this lasted for probably a good 6 hours. This was a great scent. I would buy this in a larger size. Really liked that one. I've had the burro on its own, and it was good, but this addition of the sugar cookie Royale and zucchini bread just bumped it up to a higher tier bakery level. Okay, a couple more dates here. We have the 17th, and this scent is, now this is my favorite scent in the whole advent calendar. And this is pumpkin seeds. I think it's oud, amber noir, tonka bean. And I love stuff with tonka bean in it. But this almost, oh, I love this. Now this guy lasted for 12 hours. I had this in my office. This is a patchouli earthy scent. And I know pumpkin seeds, I've smelled pumpkin seeds, and it's kind of more of a, it has a caramel scent to my nose almost. But I asked on Jen's page, you know, what is the most dominant oil in this blend? Because I adore this. I'm putting this on my customs list because if you like a little bit, this smells like patchouli to me, and almost like dragon's blood, but not as strong as dragon's blood is. This is wonderful. It's a very unique scent. This is me. I loved this. And thank you, Jen, for putting something unique like this in the advent calendar. And I am going to be ordering some of this from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that one. Last advent calendar, because the 18th was Saturday, and I do my basket from Saturday to Saturday, just about. This one is Red Hot Cinnamon Candies and Pumpkin Pie Crust. And this was a different combination. It was absolutely the cinnamon candy dominant with a little background of pie crust, and it worked. It did. I had this in my office as well. These little guys that are single shape, I melt them in my office just because I'm right there. I'm sitting there working, and I can smell it constantly. So I really feel that I can gauge a lot of these scents better, and I'm getting better at describing them to you if I melt them in my office versus in my kitchen where it's a larger space and it's more of an open concept. These in a concentrated small space, I can better gauge the throw and the strength of the scent and what I felt it needed more of. So, but this one was good. If you like the cinnamon candies, I hate cinnamon candies like hot tamales. I won't eat them. My husband loves them, and there's a candy company out here in Utah called Sweet Candy Company, and they make these things called cinnamon bears, and they're about yay big, and they're just a spicy, chewy not caramel. It's been a long day, guys. Cinnamon candy that I ship to my dad every so often, and this smells just like a bag of those. I mean, it's red hot cinnamon candies. You can't get much plainer than that in the cinnamon world. So that's all of my empties, and I know it's a little bit of a longer video, but I do have a lot of here, and I'm being a little bit more descriptive with some of these scents, I feel, just because I think that I like when someone goes into detail with these scents, so I feel like I'm giving you a better experience since we don't have smell-o-vision yet. My friend Rachel said that she needs smell-o-vision, and maybe somebody out there can figure out how to do that, and I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but unfortunately, I'm trying to do the best I can with the description of some of these. Okay, next we have White Woods. Now, I meant to go on Jen's page and check to see what the notes of White Woods is, but this was a nice, clean scent, and to me, I don't know the notes of this one, so I'm sorry, I don't have a good description of this. It's not like, oh, it's peppermint, or oh, it's spearmint, or it's vanilla, or it's chocolate, or it doesn't have an outright identifying scent to my nose. So, but I like this one. I'm sorry, I don't really know the notes of this one, so I can't really describe it to you. I'm sorry. My fault on that one. Next, we have Sassy Girl Aroma, Starbucks Coffee. Now, this one I have in my kitchen. This is Colombian coffee with a hint of buttery caramel and a splash of whipped cream. Now, this is just a strong cup of coffee to me. I don't get the caramel and I don't get the whipped cream. This is just straight like a good dark roast coffee. And I have this in my kitchen. I'm going to put this back down in my kitchen. I love coffee scents. I can't get enough of them. I like this one. Good job on that one, Julie, if you're watching. Next, we have Rose Girls, blueberry pecan oatmeal cookies. Now, I love this. I love blueberry. I love blueberry bakery. I love pecan. I love this. This is pecan dominant, followed by blueberry, and a little bit of the oatmeal cookie spices. You know, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, all those good things that are in cinnamon cookies. And this is a pecan cookie, basically. This is a very good blend, Jenny. Good job on this one. I would buy that again. Next, we have Vintage Chic Scents. Here's the list. Check it twice. This is zucchini bread, sugar cookies, chestnuts and brown sugar, gooey batter, and fresh rolled dough. Now this one, I melted in my master bathroom and my bedroom. I melt the same. I'm in my master bedroom now. And I melt the same in my bathroom because it's close. So sometimes I melt two different scents that complement each other, but for the most part, I try to melt the same thing. This is chestnuts and brown sugar and sugar cookie and batter with a back note of zucchini bread to my nose. This is not zucchini bread dominant. This is more of a creamy, gooey, doughy scent. I like this. I'm going to melt this week. I'm probably going to finish this bag up because I'm melting my pines, my peppermints, all of the Christmas crap is being melted this week because it's Christmas week, guys. So hence, that's what I'm doing. Next one we have is Nutmeg and Spices. This is Destination Wax. And this one is spicy and warm blend of nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, and clove with a little caramel and vanilla. This was beautiful. It smelled like baking cookies, which is what I was doing when I was melting this. So I could smell what I was baking and I could smell this. So it's not like I was just sniffing my cookies and not this, but this nutmeg dominant, absolutely. Like if you get a fresh, not a clove of nutmeg, but a fresh piece of nutmeg, and you have a, what is it called? The microplane. Sorry, long day, guys. The microplane, the fine, long, zester in a way, and you do that fresh nutmeg, and that smell just hits your face. This is that. I don't get ginger and I don't get really cinnamon. I get nutmeg, a little bit of caramel, and vanilla. This was great. It's a warm, comforting scent. Could be a great blender too. A couple more here, guys. Next we have Cranberry Pumpkin, Destination Wax. This is baked cranberries and pumpkin, sweet and rich and lightly tart, inspired by the Bath & Body Works candle. Now this one, if you've watched my videos, you know I love cranberry. This is a creamy cranberry. It's not a tart punch of cranberry like the actual fruit is, tart, that we don't really eat without being sweetened. I don't smell pumpkin in this. This is cranberry, like sweet cranberry. And this was a nice scent. It had a decent throw. It didn't last hours for me, but it's a nice one. I love cranberry, and I'll try a cranberry scent at least once. Next, we have Vintage Chic collectible lunchbox. This is raspberry jam, peanut butter, and zucchini bread. Now, I adore this scent. I said in last week's weekly video that Kirby's raspberry oil is untouchable. I've yet to smell anything like this. This smells like Smucker's raspberry preserves and peanut butter. A little bit of zucchini bread, but the raspberry and the peanut butter blend seamlessly throughout this whole thing. This was a 2-pack of leaves, and I have 2 loaves of this. I'm pretty much stocked up on this for a while. I love this. Give this a try. I think today Kirby uploaded a bunch of raspberry stuff to her Etsy page. I'm thinking about doing a no-buy or a very low buy starting in January. I've actually already started, I bought something on the 10th, so I'm 10 days into my no-buy, but there's a few things I'll make an exception for. But if you want to give a raspberry oil a try, that's phenomenal, try out Vintage Chic Scents. Next we have Gigi Scented Adventures, a strawberry zucchini bread. Now this one is zucchini bread with strawberry mixed in. And I melted this yesterday in my master bathroom. And I had just plain zucchini bread going in the warmer by my bed. So this was great. I love Gigi's zucchini bread. It's strong, it's powerful, it's unmistakable nutmeg and cinnamon and bread. Great scent. Next we have a sample of fairy dust. This is berries and cotton candy. This is a Rose Girl sample. I wasn't crazy about this one because it didn't last very long and I didn't really smell berry or cotton candy. This one isn't my favorite. I mean, I'm not a cotton candy lover. I know there are ones out there that just love everything with cotton candy in it. This one was not strong enough for me, if I'm being honest. Okay, this one is the Super Tarts Advent Calendar, and I have been lazy and haven't wanted to chop wax the last couple of weeks because I've been so busy with baking. But I decided the Advent started last Tuesday on the 14th. So this one I did chop, and this one is spiced chestnuts, cornbread, and sugar dusted donuts. And this one is cornbread, excuse me, it's chestnut dominant with cornbread, and it's very nice. Chestnut isn't used very much in wax, but this guy was nice. And I do plan on doing a review of this Super Tarts Advent calendar when it's over at the end of the month. I'm going to have to chop up the wax and melt a piece each day, which I can do. It's not a big deal. It's only from the 14th to the 25th, so it's not that long. But I just haven't, I've been baking so much for my dad, and I haven't really felt like chopping wax along with making cookie dough and different things. So I will have more about Super Tarts Advent Calendar in a week or so. A couple more scents here, guys. This one is On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. This was from L3 Waxy Wonders. Today is October 3rd sampler from the summer. This is Pink Frosted Animal Cookies, and today is October 3rd. Today is October 3rd is a fan favorite. Can't get enough. It's cult following almost, in my opinion. This one is Today is October 3rd, which is Palo Santo, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Toasted Marshmallow. I think those are the three notes. But this basically, I didn't smell Pink Frosted Animal Cookies in this. It's just Today is October 3rd sweeter. That's my opinion of this one. But it's not bad. It's just one that I want a little bit more. I like versatile scents. I don't like to melt stuff that smells the same. Okay, this is Vintage Chic Scent Saturday Evening Post, which is zucchini bread and a VBN, Vanilla Bean Noel. And this is just a perfect zucchini bread. And I love this. It's spicy without being too spicy. If you know zucchini bread, you know that it can be a little spicy. That one is not overpowering. And I kind of saved my favorite one of this whole week for last. And this is L3 Christmas at the Cabin. This one is wood smoke, freshly cut cinnamon, let's try this again. Wood smoke, freshly cut Christmas trees, and sweet cinnamon sticks. Now this one is fabulous. It's perfect for this week. It's perfect for winter. It almost smells, it doesn't have the sugar component, but it almost does. I'm hesitant to say this could be a cousin of the Perfect Christmas from Bath & Body Works, but it doesn't have that that the Bath & Body Works version has. This, I love this. I don't get wood smoke. Wood smoke can be kind of strong and powerful smoke. If you have some of the oils, the single oils I've had from other vendors, it smells like a fire burning, which is okay. It reminds me of my dad growing up and burning stuff on his in his property all around, trees and shrubs and all of that stuff. The freshly cut Christmas trees, the pine is not overpowering. The cinnamon really shines in this, and it's a sweet cinnamon. It's not a spicy cinnamon. I love this. I'm thinking of putting this on my customs list. Even though I know it's offered, I just want to have a larger quantity of it. But that's this week's empties and melting basket video. So I hope that you stay connected with my channel and watch next week's version of the basket. But I want to say Merry Christmas to all of you and hope you have a safe and fun holiday week this week. And thank you again for the support and watching my channel. And I'll see you soon. Bye!